Texas beat TCU 69-7. Tennessee lost to Mississippi. Final score in that one was 38-0. Notre Dame won over Georgia Tech last night 38-20. And of course Purdue lost to Ohio State.
When the sunlight shines through the blackness of space, it's black. But I was in sunlight and I was able to look at this blackness. I mean, what are you looking at? Call it the universe, but it's the infinity of space and the infinity of time. I'm looking at something called space that had no end, and at time that has no meaning. You can really focus on it because you've got this planet out there, the star called Earth, which itself is in its blackness, but it is lit up because the sunlight strikes on an object, strikes on something called Earth. And it's not a hostile blackness. Maybe it's not hostile because of the beauty of the Earth that sort of gives it life.
Throughout the flight, the times when one could sit back and really appreciate what an amazing adventure this was only during those little periods of time when you had a chance to stop and do the things which you weren't programmed to do. A lot of times when there was nothing else to do, or after everybody going to sleep and I couldn't, I'd open up the window and look around. One thing every spacecraft ought to have is a huge window. Looking back at the Earth was a pastime that I never really got tired of.
Who have you got up now?
The other two guys are pretty sleepy. They sacked out again, so I'm holding the fort down for a while.
Biomedical data recently was monitored, and the CMP was soundly asleep while the commander was resting, but perhaps not soundly asleep.
You got the Black Watch watching you tonight.
You picked the midnight shift, I see.
Yeah, it's turning out to be kind of quiet, too.
We like it that way.
When you're out there in this little command module, you see the risk you're taking because you realize that if the glass breaks or if the computers quit working or the electrical system quits working, you're not going to get back. And you have time to contemplate this. You have time to think about it, and you have time to run it through your mind a lot of different times.
How far away from Earth now, Jim, about?
It looks like you're approaching 150,000 miles. Frank, we had a little eggnog over at Charlie Duke's tonight. Val Anders dropped by. She's looking fine. Tell Bill she's doing real well.
Right. Thank you.
Everything that I know, my family and my possessions, my friends, my country, it's all down there on that little thing. And it's so insignificant in this great big vastness of space.
Here in Mission Control, the coffee cup has become an appliance second only to the headset in usefulness here.
Let's cycle through some of our consumables and other items this morning and tell you what we see. And all this looks quite normal.
Lights, camera, action.
We'll show you some of the type meals that we have on Earth. Matter of fact, on this flight, we've carried along pieces of bread. And along with the bread, we have a ham spread. And I'll show you, I hope, how easy it is to spread some ham. Environment of zero G. We've discovered that it is quite easy to
surprised you all haven't set this to music.
Well, you want music? This little tape recorder has been a big benefit to us in passing some of the time away in our transit out to the moon. And it's rather odd to see it floating like this in Odyssey while it's playing the theme from 2001. We've lost our picture here now.
What the?
Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here.
I got 3 fuel cell lights, an AC bus light, a fuel cell disconnect, AC bus overload, 1 and 2, main bus A and B out.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Gang, I don't know what happened here. We had everything in the world drop out.
We are ready for something. I don't think this is going to be a simple problem.
We have an apparent serious problem with a leak in the cryogenic oxygen in the service module, which provides breathing oxygen for the crew. Apollo Houston, try SCE to auxiliary, over.
SCE to auxiliary.
SCE to auxiliary.
Okay, let's make sure that we don't do anything that's going to blow our CSM electrical power with the batteries or that will cause us to lose fuel cell number 2.
On panel 276, under instrumentation power control, open CB number 3 and number 4. Close SN feed 1 and 2 circuit breakers, cycle the Parker valve, and then open the SN feed circuit breakers on panel 11.
Hey, it's off. It's off.
That sounds beautiful, troops. It's exactly what we wanted to see.
Early, my hats off to the guys in the trench. I love them.
And by the way, welcome to the Moon Sphere. You're in the influx.
One of the things different about a lunar trip is you don't pass any place on the way. Going to the moon, you leave the launch pad, then you leave Earth orbit, and then a couple of days later, after passing nothing, all of a sudden you're at the moon. And that lack of waypoints, to me, had an effect of making it seem a little magical or mystical getting there.
This is really a rugged planet.
We're drawing closer to the moon with the Apollo spacecraft. Our LOS clock, loss of signal clock, continues to count down until that time that the spacecraft will pass out of communications range over the backside of the moon. On approach, the spacecraft sort of dives towards and behind the moon.
It was a totally different moon than any moon I had ever seen before. It was in this eerie shadow, no motion, utterly silent. It sort of gave one a feeling of foreboding. It didn't seem like a very friendly or welcoming place.
Apollo, this is Houston. Your goal for LOI.
Go ahead, Houston.
Jim, you are go for the burn. Go for the burn.
Okay, Apollo, let's go.
You're going too fast to orbit the moon. You're rocking on ready.
Okay, 2 minutes, babe. Give it a final trim. Burn time is 15 seconds, so it's going to go in a hurry.
You're in the burn position. You're ready to go.
Baby, let's make this one.
Then you look, and there it is.
35 seconds.
And it's 2001 type stuff. The old moon's just growing magnificently fast, and it's just filling up that hatch window, and you're drifting into the shadow.
Okay, baby. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, burn. Burn.
Like I said, you're burning.
4 to go.
You're burning.
100 to go. Okay. 78 to go. 50 to go. 20 got the burn off. We're in good shape. Well, I tell you, we is down among them going backwards. You know that?
You've worked so long and so hard, and finally you're here. The burn has gone well. You know you're in lunar orbit. You know the orbit is good. You're right where you wanted to be. I mean, it just looked like you could reach out and touch it.
Apollo now traveling over the back side of the moon. The crew should be seeing the features, the rugged features, moving below them at a high rate of speed.
Oh, Charlie, we just saw Earthrise, and it's got to be magnificent. Charlie, it might sound corny, but the view is really out of this world. Okay, Davey, you ought to start getting your hands closed. Say again? Better start getting your hands closed if you're not already doing it.
I was disappointed. I wanted to go there so bad I could taste it. As far as I was concerned, that was what it was all about. Not only going to the moon, but going down the surface and walking.
We're now less than 2 minutes away from the separation burn, which will be performed by the command module. When next we hear from them, the lunar module should be undocked from the command and service module.
You'll never know how big this thing gets when there ain't nobody in here but one guy. Yeah, don't get lonesome out there, John.
I wish I could go down there with them. You may not talk about it very much, but part of your training is coming back by yourself.
See you later.
Wish the damn thing could hold 3 people.
It's grown quite quiet here in Mission Control. A few moments ago, Flight Director Gene Kranz requested that everyone sit down, get prepared for events that are coming, and he closed with good luck to all of you.
Get going. We is down among them, Charlie.
Roger, I hear you weaving your way up the freeway.
Going right down US 1, Mike.
Right, copy. Looks great.
Okay, all flight controllers, go for landing. Retro.
Go.
Ecom.
Go.
Surgeon.
Go.
Fido.
Go.
Guidance.
Go.
Control.
Go.
Telcom.
Go.
GNC.
Go.
Capcom, we're go for landing.
Eagle Houston, you're a go for landing, over.
Okay, Houston.